Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. And in this video, while answering your guys' questions, I'm going to be drawing my OC Starling. I've actually been showing you guys a lot of my OCs recently, like Beatrice, and now Sterling, and Farrell. So I'm going to be coming up with some new OC content soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to be doing some questions in this video. So I'm going to be answering this question first because I got it like twice or so. It's who's your favorite OC? And I'm going to this is a pretty simple answer for me because this has been my OC for the longest. Like I've had this OC for like almost like 3 years. It would be Farrell. Farrell has to be like my favorite OC. And he's like my longest OC too. So the simple answer is like Farrell's my favorite OC. Okay, so the next question is, do you have any art pet peeves? I would have to say my biggest one is eraser shavings, because they're like all over all the time, no matter where I go. If I have my sketchbook with me, I feel like there's like eraser shavings everywhere, because sometimes I don't bring my needed eraser with me, so then I just like erase. So it's basically like anywhere I go, eraser shavings are always gonna be there, because it's like they're everywhere. Okay, so I have two similar questions, but I'm just going to answer the first one is, what's your favorite art piece you've ever done? I'm not really sure of what my favorite art pieces I've ever done because I like a lot of the stuff that I do, mostly anyways. I don't really do big art pieces right now, but I am planning on doing something on this like really big canvas. But for now, it was like early 2022, and I did this painting because I really wanted to get into painting then, and I was like trying out new things with painting, and then I seen this Studio Ghibli scene, if that's even how you pronounce it, and I was like, oh, this will be fun to do. So then I decided to do it, and I actually think it turned out really well, so I will put it up on the screen. So here's a similar question to the last one. What is your favorite drawing you've ever made and why? I wouldn't say necessarily one drawing. I would have to say like 31 or so. Yeah, let me explain. That kind of seems a little crazy. I binded this sketchbook. I think I still have the video on my channel, and I had like 31 or it was close to 31 maybe pages in it, and I was like, I want to do this in a week, like fill that whole sketchbook in a week. And I did it with fan art, and I did all sorts of things in it. Sadly, my phone decided not to keep any of the footage, but I had like filled that sketchbook in a week, and it has like all of the art. It's fully colored and line arted. If that's even a word, line arted. I don't think that is, but it was like a super big accomplishment for me, and then the footage totally got corrupted. So maybe my next sketchbook tour or something, I'll have to show that mini sketchbook and like show you guys all the fan art I did in it a while back. I actually think that was in like 22 also. Okay, so here's a really good question. I actually thank you for the question because it's actually a really interesting question. It says, why did you start your channel? I actually didn't start my art channel as an art channel. I actually started it as a gaming channel, and then it slowly over time like came to a art channel, because actually at first I was like, I want to do a gaming channel. I wanted to do a gaming channel for like years prior, and I was like, I want to do it so bad, and then I finally got to be able to do a channel. I was like, I'm going to do gaming all the way, and then I was trying to record it from my TV, and it just like wasn't working out because our Xbox was in the living room, and it just was like kind of awkward recording in the living room with my family. So I was like, I don't really think I want to do that anymore. So then I moved on to like making little movies with like little apps. I was like creating characters, and then I didn't really want to do that anymore. And then I was like, well, I am drawing. Why don't I just post drawing videos? Because I was drawing at the time. But then me and my sister would start to do drawing tutorials, because originally I would include my sister in the channel and we would like do a bunch of different Minecraft things together, but then slowly it just turned into like my channel. And then I was like, I would just like start doing art stuff. And then I started doing tutorials, and then I was like thinking later on, how was I supposed to be doing tutorials when I was just learning how to do art? So I thought that was pretty funny. But then like eventually over time it just turned into like what it is today. Okay, so the next question is, how many OCs did you make? Originally, I have like 6 or 7, and when I did the OC trading cards video way back then, it was either 21 or 20, and now, if you're talking about current OCs, I only have about 4. I'll name them, because I don't know if I have 4. I have Beatrice, I have Sterling, I have Feral, and I have Redheart, and I have Venom. So I have 5 OCs. And that's all I have for now, but I'm hoping to like continue to develop the story and to get more OCs because their story is slowly coming together. I forgot one OC. I have not created this OC. It's currently like an OC in my head, just like on Redheart's story. His name is Sparrow. He would be like Redheart's boyfriend or something. But I've not created him as a character yet, but he's technically like kind of an OC, but kind of not because I've not drawn him yet. But if you consider that an OC, just want to say thank you guys for all of these amazing questions. They're actually all really good questions. And the next question is, what was the best year of art in your life? I would have to say this year, probably. I feel like I've been like especially trying to like push further in art. Like if I feel like I'm not doing as well in something like hands, I really want to push myself to get better at hands. Like, and when I mean get better at hands, I mean draw them more. Like if you're not really good at something, just maybe try drawing it more often so you can get better. So that's what I've been doing. I'm not very good at watercolors, so I've been like filling my sketchbook with tons of watercolor stuff to get better. And I've also been trying to sketch out some hands, and I just feel like overall this year I'm really trying to get like much better in art. I don't know if I explained that right. I might not have explained that right at all. It might have came out kind of strange, but what I'm trying to say is I feel like this year I was trying to like get a strong start and trying to just like get better at art, draw more, you know, just like all of that. And when I mean get better at art, you don't just be like, I'm gonna get better at art and do nothing. I've been drawing more often and just trying to like fill my sketchbooks quicker. Next question is, what got you started in art? I feel like I've always drawn, even when I wasn't taking it, like, I don't know about taking it seriously is the correct word, but I mean, like, I always doodled on paper. I would get this lined notebook I would carry around. It was like, it had like cheetah print on the front, and I would always bring a pen, and then I would just like doodle out little characters. I do think I threw it away. I wish I wouldn't have, because I would like to look back on it now, but I think I threw it away. But I would just like doodle little characters and just give them like blob hands and just doodle around. And I think I was like started taking art seriously like right as I turned a teenager, like 13. I started taking art more seriously in the sense of drawing more often. I would take it as like turn it into a hobby instead of just something I did when I was bored. I guess that could be a hobby, but I just doodled sometimes. And then when I was 13, I started being like drawing more often. I asked my mom and dad to give me colored pencils. So to simplify my answer, I've basically been drawing all of my life, but when I turned 13, I started to use it as more of like a hobby and a fun thing for me to do. Next question is, what is your favorite school subject? I would probably have to say I started an art class this year, and it was one of like the funnest classes I've started, and I would have to say like that's my favorite class. But before that, I liked history class, or like social studies or history, whatever you call it. I liked that class the best before art. So next question is, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one sister, and me and her, we actually started this channel together, and now I just do this art channel by myself now. But originally, this was me and my sister's channel, so yes, I do have one sister. Another question is, favorite song? What's my favorite song? So I'm going to give 4 different songs because I love all 4 of these songs and I cannot pick one, so I'm just going to tell you all 4. My first one is God Only Knows by For King and Country, one of my favorite songs, like ever. I listen to that song all the time. And then Broken Prayers by Riley Clemens. And then another one of my favorite songs is, well, I don't know if it's a favorite song, but I do love when I hear it because I think it's so cute. It's called Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I think it's like such a cute song. And then I Found You. I don't know his name. I think it's Stefan. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna like butcher his name or something, but I can't remember his last name. It's Stefan, and he did a cover with Amy Behold. Your guys are probably gonna know it, but I cannot remember his last name for nothing. But those are some of the songs that I love. Next question is, what is my favorite food? I would probably have to say for a lunch or dinner food, I would have to say fried rice. That is like one of my favorite foods. But for like a snack food or something, I love to eat fruit. And for like a dessert food or just like a snack, I love ice pops. I mean, I could eat ice pops all the time if we had them every day. Okay, some more questions I think these are the last of the questions, but if I did miss any questions, I will put them in the description below. So just go to the description and you'll get the answer to those questions there. So the question is, what is your favorite colors? My favorite colors are crimson, red, and pink. And what is my favorite marker brand? It have to be ohuhu or Copic, because I have both of those brands, and I like alternate between Copic and ohuhu because they're both really good brands, but I have to alternate between them. Off the subjects of questions for a moment, I just wanted to say, I'm trying out a new style of shading hair, so just tell me if you guys like it in the comments, because I'm going to be shading her hair in a new way, because I've not been really liking how I've been shading my character's hair recently, so I was wanting to try a new style of shading. So this is going to be the new style of shading. You can't see it yet, but also I'm doing blonde hair, so I think that's crazy, because I'm trying to step out of the box of my comfort zone of hair and do my character, because she has blonde hair, so I was I might as well draw her if I'm doing blonde hair. So hope you guys like it. So I don't have much of Sterling's backstory currently, but I do know that her father owns a really big company that's one of the biggest companies in where she lives, and she also goes to this private school, and she has this diary that's really special and has to keep a secret, and I kind of just have bits and pieces, not really big pieces of her story, just little bits and pieces, but I do know she has a little sister. Next question is, what are your other hobbies? I actually have 2 other hobbies, sorta. I like to write down stories and writing and stuff. Writing is one hobby, and then my other one is I love reading. I love reading because I could read all the time. That's probably why I don't have a lot of videos out currently, because I'm oh, this book's getting really good, I'll just read it instead of film. So that's probably why. But those are my 2 hobbies other than art. And the last question is, what is your favorite sketchbook paper? I would have to say the Canson mixed media paper or the Krumbacher paper that's mixed media. I've not really tried out a lot of paper for sketchbooks. I've only ever tried out those 2 brands, but I have heard the Illo sketchbook is pretty good, so I do want to try that one out in the future. But for now, those are the only 2 sketchbooks I've actually tried out, so those are my 2 favorite brands. Some more stuff about Sterling is I do know her and Farrell's fall in love sometime. I don't know if they actually do fall in love, but that was one plot of the story that I kind of wanted to have, because I thought it was really cute, is that they would fall in love and he would turn good or something, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. They might just be friends, or they might not meet. I'm actually not sure, because I am still on the working out things, if they're going to meet or how that's going to be. I know they're probably going to meet, but I'm not sure if they're actually going to fall in love, but I know they're probably going to be best friends. And if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments for Sterling's last name, because I don't know what last name to give her, but I do want it to be something like a big last name. I don't know what it would be, but something big. That's probably not any help, but if you have any ideas for what a cool last name would be, leave them down in the comments, please. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys have not already, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.